build my gallows and build them high. Makes a long time climbing before I die.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Shot Bangers. I'm Mai.
Hello, I'm Colin.
And I have just found out about assless chaps and chaps.
Not to be confused with Chaps Payments, which are completely
Still get
unrelated. Aye, you do. Clearinghouse Automated Payments. I think that's what Chaps stand for. Stood for. Aye.
You think you were too confident saying that? You know.
Well,
Have you got a wee? I reckon
started
you've got
doubting
like a
it.
wee thing above the computer that's just got like loads of abbreviations for like your previous banking rules.
Nah, so I remember when I worked at HSBC, so you had BACS, which was like Bank Automated Clearing System. You had CHAPS. We had a system called PAPS, which was pre-authorized payments.
Lovely. That's a
That
good
was for Switch, and then there was PAS as well, but I can't remember what that stood for.
You ever still call it
PAS and
Switch?
PAPS.
Or just Switch that?
Switch, aye.
Uh,
Aye. Which I don't even think that brand exists anymore, does it?
Still saying.
I'm looking for Twitter. That's where all the questions are.
Questions, probably.
Aye. Just before we do, right, and I didn't care what this is going to happen here. I've just noticed, right, there's a wee button on Zoom. It says AI Companion.
Right.
Now, we're all about our artificial intelligence on this podcast. Do I press it and see what happens?
Where is
Yes.
it? Have I got the option for it?
I don't know. It's on the wee toolbar at the bottom right. I'm pressing now.
It must be.
Oh, fucking on. All right. So, invitees will be able to ask questions about the meeting to AI Companion, which will provide responses based on the meeting transcript. Right, fuck it, that's definitely getting enabled. So you can ask questions, and it'll somehow give you an answer based on.
It's got a copy either as well when you read the question out.
Well, I don't know if it will. So, is it popped up on your screen?
There was a wee thing.
So I've got a thing that says "Catch me up." Was my name mentioned, and what are the action items? So catch me up. Oh, not much has happened since it was turned on. Try again in a few minutes. Right. Well, I'll be interesting to see how what AI makes of this fucking nonsense.
Aye, I got a question and see what happens.
Right. Okay. Well, the first question is again from Albert Street. Mr. Albert Street.
Is that Albert Street or Albert Street?
Well, let's go for Albert Street this time. Down the slope cover this one, but what's your opinion? Are trainers with a suit ever acceptable?
Oh, I heard this. I listened to this morning. This is Harry wearing the suit with trainers.
Yep.
I don't think so, but then I'm a lot older than Harry.
See, I think it depends on the suit, the occasion, and the trainers. There's quite a lot of variables in there to say whether or not it would be all right. Like sometimes,
with trainers.
Sometimes I've seen it and it looks all right. Like I said, it depends on the suit. Like a proper formal suit, no, like trainers would look daft to it. There was a boy who used to work at Aegon who'd wear business trousers and trainers and kick about. I think he was an older guy as well, and he always reeked of trying too hard. You know, you're asking him the last, the last episode about the Stone Island stuff, Colin. That was definitely he's trying to be trendy, and that's his way of making.
Did they have them hiked up like cat dies as well? Like
yeah. That going on.
I give you with trainers that cat dies suit. I hope every kid's what a cat die is. Like, because we're of a generation. Do you come on? Did you call it through that way, John?
It seems to have died off that terminology itself because, like, I think we've all seen I think we're describing it just now, the trousers that are halfway up your shin. How has that ever become acceptable? How come nobody's ever shamed you for that? It's awful.
Do you know what's the folk wear them though? But then with white socks and black trainers, which was a big no-no, like back in the day as well. Do you know when actually to the point it's so ingrained that we were at the David Gray game last weekend. The socks Hibs have got, and I'm not sure if it was like this if all the socks like this, only specific players had them, but like the bottom section's all white. So you've got the all white bit, and then folk that wear black boots have that effect of having the white socks and the black trainers.
But that's because the way they grip socks. They cut the air the sock.
Right. No. So that'll be why I know everybody had it. Right,
Yep.
well, that makes sense. But I did have a look at the cat dye white socks, black shoes thing about it. It looked a bit weird, but apparently that's trendy. I couldn't buy into that, and it's because it's ingrained for school. You couldn't buy into it.
I used
Maybe
to
it's
wear it
because
tiny wee bit short, like even if you were sitting down and they would keep up. Like,
And nobody would miss it. Like if you had it, nobody would let it pass without comment at school.
I think what we've discovered is that bullying was rampant back when we were at school, and it's less so now.
I don't know if it is but we folk claim it now a lot of the time, whereas it wasn't like
There was a higher threshold for bullying when we were at school.
aye, and it wasn't always so like slagging somebody off. I didn't think slagging somebody off is bullying.
No.
Right? Now, I might get myself in trouble here, but I don't think slagging somebody off is bullying. It depends if it's persistent and
Context, Colin. It's all about context, isn't it?
aye. Like how many times have I slagged you off? You slagged, come on, we've done it. It's just a thing that happens, and you actually it creates bonds and all that.
Yeah.
Like, but now it's like folk are so sensitive to it. It's no bullying. You get on with it. Like slag them back.
Aye.
You're just getting slagged for having cat dyes.
You can
or
have
shit haircut.
Aye, affectionate slagging almost, isn't it? It's like when there's no harm meant, but it's just a bit of piss taking.
Creates better people, like as well.
Funnier people.
Like, funnier people. I think so. Because the youth aren't funny.
Very rare you get a proper young'un that makes you laugh.
You're a second or two away from starting to call them snowflakes, and I'm here for
it.
Right,
I'm
Colin,
woke as fuck. Like I'm woke as fuck as well. But it's just fucking hell. Just slag fuck off, man. Like just didn't be horrible. But I'm not saying slag somebody off because they've got a fucking like something wrong with them. Like can just slag them off for normal things like kind of shit clay shit. Wearing glasses, all that stuff that you used to get snagged for or slagged for.
do you want to
for
have
being poor, for getting your free lunches at school.
Exactly. All that, just the usual stuff.
do you want the AI update?
Aye, good then.
Right, the meetings has discussed a document that Colin has a copy of. Matty's unsure if the document has popped up on Colin's screen. There was a warning about something, and Matty wants to be cut up on it and any mentions of their name and the action items. Matty mentions that not much has happened since turning on tagging and expresses curiosity about what AI will make of the discussion. Colin has a question, and the meeting is now moving on to a question from Albert Street.
Interesting.
Aye.
So, just put the suit as a... Somebody will read it.
The fuck short baggers about, and we'll just say, read that.
Read it, you cunt. Read it, you lazy bastard. I'm not bullying you when I say that. I'm just calling you a lazy bastard.
150k on Hanlon Hill. Subject is tradespeople. And this is the biggest question for Colin. Rate the importance of trades, highest to lowest. Do so without fear or favour.
The importance, it's good that it's come to me. I like this. People directed questions. See, that's a couple of weeks in a row now.
Aye, specific.
And you must be feeling a bit like how's need the directed questions to me? Nah, not really. Trades. Trade. The most importance it was, not the best or anything like that. So
the importance of trades highest to lowest.
I think Sparky's up there. Now he is a Sparky though, so that's why he's asked. I've just felt right in his fucking trap.
Right, Sparky more important than a plumber?
I think based on their fees, they probably are, right? Like they do charge a lot more.
Is that because there's more training involved to be a Sparky, though?
Well, there's more danger involved.
Check it out. Yeah, because you probably get Sparkies that have been electrocuted, but I don't care how many plumbers have drowned.
Just swam in shite.
So we have the description for somebody that was there. There was a big bang and they flew across the room and there was a big splash and it floated past.
I wonder if a plumber's ever got his seed stuck to a toilet or in a water tank or something.
I wouldn't have had an arm stuck in it anyway, if not he'd.
But the function of removing your waste for the house and making sure that all works properly. But I don't know. You're right.
Important.
Like
It's
it is.
important. Aye. But then, like, I had my fuse box went out in Malthouse a few years ago, and it was a Sunday night, and I was like, what do we do? Like,
Can I watch Country File? That's Songs of Praise ruin.
Songs of Praise, exactly. Strictly Come Dancing's coming on, all that. And that was quite important. The boy came down and sorted for me on the Sunday night. Well, temporarily sorted for me on the Sunday night, and then he came back later in the week to do it properly. That was quite. So, give me some trades. Sparky, joiner, plumber.
What about locksmiths? Is that a
Mechanic.
trade?
Aye, that is a trade.
Glaziers.
Aye, that is not important. And joiners can just do the glass bit. Eh?
But what if, like, what if the glass bursts? Like, you needed a new pane of glass or whatever, like pronto. That's quite important.
Just
Like, so when you were thinking about like the importance before, I was thinking, right, well, what if there's a burst pipe in the house? What if your electric's going? Like, thinking about it, trying to work the importance for that sort of perspective. Like, if you can't get in your house, that kind of puts like locksmith like way up the top of the list for me.
So that's circumstantial importance there, isn't it? Like,
aye. So it's important if that needs to happen, but it's like you've then got the probability or the frequency that you need it as well. It would be coming into that, because if you even at that, so say your electrics went out and your door wasn't opening, what's more important? Like, you're definitely not needing the kitchen fitter, right?
No.
At that point, because you didn't need that. So that's way down the list, Leon, right? Then you've got, and then you're going, well, I didn't need my attic floored, so the joiner's out, right?
Sorry, Alex.
So you didn't, and then but right, so the toilet's leaking, the electric's out, and your door's jammed. What else could there be? What other situations could there be? And what's the one you're
someone's just turned your windows in.
Turned your window, aye, but that maybe a joint to get a bit of wind to cover it up while you wait on the glass company coming to
This
do
is
it.
like one of those questions, Ken. You've got a candle and a fucking match and an oil lamp, and what are you lighting first? This is basically what we're going.
One of these things when they go, Matty's 46 and he's semi-retired, and John's 41 and he's having an affair and all that, and you've got to decide who survives and who doesn't survive. Like one of these team building things. Aye. And you're like, well, she's 25 and she's having an affair with a married man, so she can get the fucking you. But if she might be able to make it quicker out of the ring escape. And
see when you say the toilet's leaking, what sort of leak are we talking about? Is it leaking into the bowl, or is it like pushing on the flare?
I don't know.
Spilling over the top. Spilling out over the top of it.
So there's that. You've no electric, or you've got fucking whatever's a serious electric thing, and your door's jammed. I think you're thinking, right, I'll just go to the other door, right? So,
but what if you're stuck outside and can't get in?
Well, you wouldn't know your toilet's leaking either, probably.
But even if you didn't know that the toilet was leaking, surely the water's causing greater damage than not having electrics and your window being burst.
So that's why I'm thinking. But then, is it creating like, could the fuse box be about
fuse box?
Like be about to go on fire?
Then the water's a benefit, eh?
I asked the AI what topics have been discussed. The topics discussed so far are the mention of a question, the mention of a warning, the mention of tagging, and the acceptability of wearing trainers with a suit.
He seems a bit of fanny. Did they not even mention cat dying? Cat's dying.
Cat dying hasn't come into it yet.
That's no AI. That's just an automated bloody minute taker. Get it to fuck.
That's good though. Like to save somebody not doing it.
Yep. Because look, how long we spend writing stuff doing.
No, I'm worse than when somebody you take the minutes and you go, oh fuck's sake.
Aye.
I
normally go at the end and say 60. It was an hour.
What about you'd have asked me. Mechanics, what about mechanics as well? It's another trade. That's quite important. Or a breakdown guy.
Breakdown guy.
Right,
I think-
we want to move on. 'Cause this is, I'm getting bored with it. I have to be honest. Like it
You
was,
didn't even answer that.
it was the question was for you.
Oh, so
Mm.
nobody was to chip in. It was just purely for
No,
them.
sorry,
was
Colin.
just, it was just for you. We were
Arcane.
right. What's number one? Who's number two?
Oh, you asked me number 2, Plumber.
You had to rate the importance, change highest to lowest. So
I
Sparky
didn't even
Plumber,
do that.
because Joiner then would need to be third, and I think that's about it.
I've got the mechanic above Joiner.
Right. We'll move on. Part Fry's image asked, just got an air fryer and only cooked baked potatoes and fish so far. Any recipe suggestions?
What happened to your air fryer? Mine used to go on about it. Mine there was even a
Aye.
Twitter account about your air fryer.
I thought that was weird. Eh?
Still use it.
I use it daily. Yeah.
Day.
Aye.
Got recipe suggestions in.
Uh,
Or did you say chips and that in it?
yeah, chips, chicken. Do nice chicken in it.
You could do a whole roast chicken in them, eh?
I could do a rotisserie chicken in mine, but I've not done that for ages. It's a bit of a faff. It looks easy when you see it on the box. You go, oh fucking hell, that'd be magic. And then when it comes to actually doing it, it's a faff. That is nice when it works.
Why is that faff? Is it you got to spike it through?
Aye, you have to spike the chicken, and you have to balance. We have to tie the chicken as well, so you got to get the string out and that. And first time I did it, I had no string, obviously. I'm like, the fuck's it? There'll be string somewhere in the house, like but fuck the fan over there. So to go and buy string.
Good at it.
I will be probably hunting it together.
You listen to extra time. We might listen to extra time if the way we're talking about.
Aye, right enough. I'm trying to think like the best thing I've had in the air fryer recently has been like just some marinated chicken. That was nice, like just chicken steaks pretty much that were marinated, and chicken thighs are nice in it as well.
I can't remember exactly what it is, but it's something to do with like a can of new potatoes, and you drain them off, and I think you maybe do them like a bit of seasoning, chuck them in the air fryer for like 12 minutes, and it's like, I like to say it's almost like roast tatties, but really quickly, and kind of like you get a bit of paprika flavour or like your Cajun spices or whatever, and they go a bit crispy
nice.
as well. I'm tempted to give that a go.
We quite often do cheesy garlic
Big-
bread on it.
Isn't it? I was going to say, is it not meant to be? But you can't do like that's just getting chicken and sticking it in the air fryer, or getting tatties and sticking it in the air fryer. Is it the boys look for a recipe? Take it. Is there anything like fancier than just like a bag of tatties? Or
Tatties.
chicken,
Well-
chuck it in.
Don't I could rattle
Oh,
off
no,
the top
I've
of my head,
seen-
do you know?
I've seen macaroni cheese getting made in it as well, but it depends how far you're going with like recipe. Are we talking Gordon Ramsay, Jamie Oliver stuff? Are we talking about like just stuff that folk have made up?
You said recipe. I was just thinking it'd be a bit more like coming to do something.
Have you got one?
I've not got a proper one like you. I've got one that because mine's has got to preheat. Like you I think
Oh,
the
aye,
new
aye,
ones,
mine's-
yeah. We've got one. Oh, they use it for like fucking potato waffles and chips and that. Like I hardly ever use it. They use it. That, like when they're having their council teas, as they call it.
Waffles are quite versatile.
I heard that.
So far.
Right, Neil Renton said if you had to build an ark during the floods and had to save a pair of animals, what would you go for and what would you leave stranded? He says, I've always had a thing for sharks, but I hate stick insects.
The sharks have to be saved in the floods. They know about right.
They're one of the safest species in a flood, aren't they?
Aye. But it's just not like bringing fish on board and that. You just carry on. It's fine. Did they bring sharks on board in that?
Nah, I
No.
think
Was that in the ring? And
for
that's,
for the pictures that I saw, doesn't look like it. I think they.
there wasn't an exhaustive list in the Bible on that.
Nah, and that, if I'm honest, do you know what? It was only like on one continent. That confused me, that whole story as well. Like the flood, surely the whole fucking world never flooded. Do you know what I mean? It must have just been like local. Like, hey, when we get a flood today, like we were talking about Brecon earlier on. Like, Brecon's fucked today, right? So if you're in Brecon, you're going, it's fucked, we're going to have to evacuate. But we build an ark.
Your ark out and that.
Get the archive and just the people. And if you've got a dog, bring that. Cats will be all right. They'll just go up the stairs, right? Bring your dog, whatever. If you've got any wonky fucking animals, definitely need to come bring them. We're fine.
Even numbers only though. That's what,
Even
is it
numbers
male or is it
only.
female?
Aye. But they're not going to go. We've not got a zebra. Does somebody go to fucking? We need to get a zebra and a brown bear and a polar bear, and we need to get all of them on before we can set sail on the ark. And I reckon, like, when they're talking about that whole thing, surely it wasn't the whole fucking world that flooded. That makes no sense. How would that happen?
Well, moves a mysterious ways, doesn't it?
I can't believe that you're calling into question the validity of that tale.
Well, I am.
That one, out of all of them, that one seems the most ridiculous, doesn't it?
Right, so what animal are you saving and which one are you happy to let die out?
Save a dog, cat. Don't let the cats die. Just to keep the team
Keep the
going.
trousers.
Aye.
I'm keeping sloths and I'm getting rid of crocodiles.
I thought you would say that.
Why?
I'm not any reason.
A crocodile is another one that would be alright pretty much in the water though. Like I kind of have to go on land now and again, but they can swim for
That's a
fucking
good
ages,
point,
can't
aye.
they?
They could just sort of like hibernate underwater, eh? Like just
Aye.
go for a wee underwater snooze. That's a good point. What about? Oh, Kim, what? Pandas.
Aye, fuck the pandas. Like they've had
Useless.
plenty of chances.
Lazy bastards, eh?
Aye.
Yep.
Panda was the one that was springing mind. I'm going to leave behind spiders because they're fucking dickheads. And
Have you seen swimming spiders that can float across water?
it's
So they're going to survive.
those ones. They're all right.
No. I suppose once the waters recede again, you'll be back in your house. They'll be still in the water. You'll be fine.
I went down the stairs to the toilet on whatever night it was, and there was a fucking huge spider on the wall. So I got like a big cup and caught it and just chucked it right in the toilet, right? And it started to climb back out, which is the first time I've seen that. I was like, oh, fuck, flush, quick, flush, fuck off. Panicked. Properly panicked. Right, we're out of time, but we've only got 2 questions, so just very quickly rattle through them, all right? Because I'll forget to ask them before and folk have gone to the effort. Right, so Jake Gapper, topic is photos. And it says, watching real-life murder documentaries on Netflix recently, I've noticed they all have one thing in common, and that's that they all look mental in black and white photos. Therefore, to save time during murder investigations, should police just use black and white photos to establish guilt?
There's a logic there.
Yes.
Full
They
of proof.
look very artistic as well, because folk get black and white photos now, eh? Their wedding photos and that, they're all able to get them black and white and that, for the art.
They could have the black and white court sketches as well for added effect. So everybody came when they see it on the news later on, they go, oh, I fucking definitely guilty. Look at them.
Get like a wee, like the sort of charcoal sketches. I'd quite like that to me if I was ever up in court.
They should make them do an Etch a sketch for the court boards. Just
Hey,
have
but
them sit
wait.
with the wee knobs.
The weekend, didn't he do that already? Because some of the drawings are quite shite, eh? There must
Aye.
be better drawers right there than these fuckers.
But we had the famous one with Noonan looked like you, didn't it? Like the sheriff.
And the old me, though, was it?
Yeah, the old
Aye.
you, yeah.
Aye.
Right.
Aye.
Last question, and then I'm going to get a summary from AI before we go. Fat as Prickus asked, "Are chameleons a good reptile?"
I fit in anyway, eh?
Yes.
Right, I think we're all on board with chameleons, right? Especially the karma ones. Right, that's us out of time. We've finished. Thanks for all your questions this week, folks. We've finally got an episode where we got through all the questions for that week. I'm fucking proud of us for doing it.
Still
AI,
got old ones kicking about that we've no use.
maybe. I had a look earlier, and if I'm honest, I couldn't remember
Try to remember.
where we finished off. Right, I have pressed the wee catch me up button for AI, and it's thinking about telling us what's happening a bit. If it's no quick, I'm just going to fucking forget about it.
There was a lot of chatting between that and the last thing
Aye.
I looked at.
This is where it'll be trying to decipher, like they were talking about the arc. Oh, an error has occurred. That's it.
Mhm.
That's how fucking, I don't know, like, I don't know if it's a good sign or a bad sign that we broke artificial intelligence. We're too smart for AI. That should be our new tagline, too smart for AI.
Well, like, how do I summarise that fucking nonsense that
Aye.
they've just been talking about?
Right, thanks for tuning in, folks. We will see you next time.
Well, they trailed me down when I broke free. I drank all the whiskey in Tennessee. I don't drink water, no